Okay, I'd like to call the June 28th, 2012 Board of Education meeting to order. First item on the agenda is invocation. Ms. Etheridge.
Yes, we can pause and have a moment of silence. Thank you.
Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, next item, public comment session, and no one signed up, so we'll go to the approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved. Next, globally competitive students. First item, overnight field trips.
Yes, board members, and you have already approved this one by poll. This is an FBLA conference in San Antonio, Texas, from June 29th through July the 3rd. And if I could remind you all to turn on your mics also, please.
Okay, one question I had when we get these field trip requests, and Allison, could you make sure that the principals, before they send anything to us, if there's a male student going, that we have a male chaperone, and if there's a female student going, there's a female chaperone, and if it's from another district, please notify us of that.
Yes, we'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, student school board member report. Jonathan.
Yes, a few weeks ago we had 4 students by the names of Hannah Tate, Isaiah Sands, Haley Naquin, and Nick Phillips attend SASE, which is Student Athletic Summer Institute. They enjoyed the opportunity. 2 weeks ago we also had Kayla Messier attend Tar Heel Girls State. She was the only Currituck delegate, and she was elected city publicity chair. She'd like to give thanks to Ms. Seibert and the American Legion Auxiliary for allowing that. And then last week, I was elected governor of the 73rd session of Tar Heel Boys State, and I would just like to thank American Legion and Ms. Seibert for allowing me. It was an amazing experience, and I would never take it back. So,
Congratulations.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, budget amendments and transfers. Susan Mazzell.
Good morning, Dr. Dobney, board members, and Superintendent Scholler. This morning I come before you looking for approval for several budget transfers and amendments. The first one is for the State Public School Fund in the amount of $134,013. These budget amendments include the requested transfers allowed by the state to utilize the state funding flexibility and to budget additional revenues received by the state for state employees' severance payout for last year's terminations, as well as additional funds for longevity and annual leave payouts. The second is an increase to the local current expense fund in the amount of $192,250.36. This is to budget additional revenues received by the Carol M. White PEP grant and to make additional adjustments for reconciliation of the local current expense budget. And the last amendment is an increase to the capital outlay fund in the amount of $478,320 for a purchase order that's been placed for 6 yellow school bus replacements with an anticipated delivery of next school year. And I also have a preliminary recap of this fiscal year for Currituck County schools. For the State Public School Fund, the district utilized the allocations received by the state to the fullest extent possible and was able to submit financial waivers as allowed by the state's financial flexibility policy. Total expenditures through June 26th total $19,868,687. The finance staff has worked diligently over the past few weeks to ensure that all funds allocated by the state have been expended to the fullest extent. For the Federal Grants Fund, the revenues and expenditures total $1,969,362. Funds remaining in the Federal Grant Fund will be carried forward and reallocated in the 2013 fiscal year. For the local current expense, fund revenues exceed expenditures as of June 26, It's important to note that the increase in the revenues over expenditures will change as additional obligations will be paid out during the coming weeks. In addition, several local grants have been received, and those funds will be carried forward to be used for the specific grant purposes for the next fiscal year. The capital outlay fund projects are within budget, and projects in progress will carry forward into next fiscal year until funds are exhausted or transferred to another project. Are there any questions?
Any questions? Do I have a motion that we approve the budget amendments and transfers as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, Susan. Okay, next item, consent agenda. Do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, information items. Our next board meeting and work session will be August 13th, 2012, and we will once again meet at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is a time change. And next, board member comments. We'll start with Ms. Etheridge.
I would just like to wish everyone a happy and safe 4th of July next week. Be careful out there on the roads. There's going to be a lot of traffic, a lot of crazy drivers. All the teachers and everyone that's off for the summer, I hope you have a safe and happy summer and get some R&R and geared up for the fall.
Mr. Simmons?
Pretty much just the same thing. I hope all of our teachers have a very good summer, stay out of the heat. As you can see, it's going to be really hot this next coming week. And other than that, I hope everybody's ready to come back in September.
Ms. Ennis?
I just would like everybody to please be careful when they're driving. I'm not sure if everyone realizes that we lost another of our students, 2010 graduate, last week. So please just be careful when you're out enjoying yourself this summer, and have a good 4th of July.
Like last year, too, I was going to comment about losing another student, but that's two within a short area, same neighborhood.
Same road.
Same road, yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good summer, and I think our technology department is doing a lot of upgrading, moving a lot of computers. So have a good summer on technology, and we'll be looking forward to seeing y'all back pretty soon.
And I would echo the comments of the other board members and that, and I would also like to thank our entire staff for everything that they've done so far this summer and everything that you will do for the rest of the summer, because a lot of the staff doesn't get a summer break.
That's right.
And with that, do I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Have a motion? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.